Well, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and if you're lucky enough to be doing it too, I've gotten really fast at saying that, and a lot of people don't understand what I'm saying. But this is patch 5.2. Welcome aboard the Love Train, ladies, gents, germs, and whoever the hell you are. This is a good patch, a really good patch, in fact. This is a fantastic patch. I want you to put aside whatever feelings of tension or anxiety that come about with patch days, and I want you to think about what Wargaming have done with this patch. Specifically one feature, the ribbon system. Now, if you don't like noobs in game, and I know that there are a lot of you out there who scream about it, and they're like, well, it's terrible, new players suck, matchmaking sucks. Listen to this. The best possible way you can get someone to get better is every time they do something that actually helps the team, they get a big, bloody, shiny bauble that tells them so. And I know that sounds just far-fetched and ridiculous, but if you pat people on the back as they're doing things and give positive reinforcement, heads up, they're going to keep doing it. So, hats off. I think this patch is genius. Absolutely brilliant. The new map, Faust, great map, love it, can't get enough of it. I saw this map when I was in Minsk. The guys that were working super hard in the map room there let me have a little bit of an eyeball on this one, and I thought it was amazing. Not so keen on the Black Prince. I think the Black Prince is over the top, and it's going to be unbuffed shortly, like the Tiger P and the Tiger 1 were unbuffed. Because, I mean, look, I've dropped Adrenaline, and in a second you'll see that my reload time goes down to 2.6 seconds, which, call me crazy, I think is kind of nuts. But ribbons is massive. We've had a massive, massive conversation. I don't mean to overuse the term, but we've had a gargantuan, a tremendous conversation regarding improving the play of new players and how to do that and how to help them out within the game. And this is just, I did not see this as a consequence, but I got into the game and immediately started looking at my ribbons, and I was like, this is amazing. This is just incredible. I love this. I want more ribbons. I want to get more of this ribbon, this assisted damage ribbon. I want to get more of this knockdown ribbon, and I want to get more of this. I mean, it's brilliant feedback. And I sound excited about that because one of the things that I started this channel with, the whole ethos, was help the humans. And if you've been around long enough, you'll know from my early videos, like, I've tried to learn and I've tried to pass those things along, and I've made lots of attempts at it in terms of particular videos that are aimed towards newer players, in terms of tricks and tips that I can help people to play better with. And this is just the best, most simple and honest solution to this kind of problem. When you spot a target, a thing pops up on the side of the screen and says, congratulations, that's something good. You've spotted a target. Well done, do it again. So you go and do it again. Like, I can't emphasize enough how obvious this was and how we all kind of missed it. But, you know, good job, Wargaming. The other problem I've always had when I'm doing replays is I've loved to see a persistent damage both committed and damage blocked. And you can see on this replay here now, I've switched it over to a replay through the wonders of modern editing. Rather than the live feed that I captured on QuickTime, you can see when I do damage in the orange area there on the left-hand side of the screen, just below the map, it is going to pop up with the damage. So it's going to track that in a persistent fashion, not just when the ribbon pops, like the damage by shot goes away, but you can see that you do 397. This is also really, really cool. If you're on a big damage game now, you know it. Like, it pops up and it says 6,000 damage. You're like, oh my god, I'm on 6,000 damage. And then that knockdown thing comes up and goes, you've damaged a module. So you know now when you damage a module that it has happened. So if you hit someone, you get that tangible feeling of actually having contributed to the battle. So I'm a big fan of this. Not such a big fan of the nerfs to the T110A3, but a massive fan of the Stirrer Emil finally getting a big ass buff. A little bit more punch in the old armor profile, as they say in the classics. Also a big fan of the changes to ratings. A lot of this stuff is stuff that we discussed at Tankfest. Martin Dogger, Meadsy, Skate, Amanet, we all sat in a room, right? And we discussed this stuff, and it came out like in this patch. This is the patch that I've really been looking forward to. And look, can I be honest? If you don't like bling, you're probably in the wrong. I mean, anyone that can spend money on an online game just because you like the color of the camouflage, it should be fairly obvious that if you're that kind of human, and I know most of you are, because I've got a lot of mates in this game and they'll spend money on the stupidest stuff, me included, then you're going to look forward to this. This is the kind of thing you like. Those big bits of bling are very, very important to you. They're things that differentiate the game, and the razzle dazzle, the sizzle on the sausage is quite often what does it for you. Destruction assistance. I mean, if you're a new player and you see destruction assistance, what's that doing? You go at the end of the game and you stop and you look at all these ribbons. So this is a new player. You come into the game and you're like, knockdown. You damaged a module. Oh, you damaged modules. Excellent. That's excellent. I want to do that. I want to do more of that. Damage by shot, obvious. What about this one? What's this one over here? Enemy destroyed. Excellent. I want more of that. What's this? That's great. Ram damage. Wow, all this stuff. It's so obvious, and it's so much cooler to have that in the game. And hats off that it's finally here. Ratings battles are going to change. Look, my big thing with ratings battles is I don't want platoons. I don't want any more than one tier at a time. And, you know, I don't think they've taken that, but they've changed it. And I'm more than willing to give them the benefit of the doubt based on the other things I like about this patch. But I'm still pretty ambivalent about ratings battles. You got to remember, I come from a server, the Asia server, where there is a very, very low server population compared to the RU server or EU or even NA, where there's, you know, more people play the game. So ratings battles, the queue should be a lot easier to deal with. On Asia, it's not so easy to deal with that. So new map, ribbons are great. Ratings battles, they've tried to improve it. The Black Prince has been buffed out the yin yang and is far too strong. But, you know, Stir ML, positive. The ISs, I actually don't mind them getting a hit point buff. They've been marginalised a lot because the IS series of tanks were always peekaboom tanks. Giving them a few more hit points allows them to maybe make one or two more peekabooms, depending on the situation, and that really allows them to be more effective. And that's fair enough. And their guns were finally brought into line. I mean, you're in a tier where you're dealing with premium tanks like the the M6A2E1 and the Lupus and the Dracula and the Helsing and that, and you're running around with .441 dispersion. So dropping that down on the 122mm to 4.422. I've got no problems with that. 5% buff on the dispersion is well needed. I think that goes without saying. There's new tournament stuff and there's been some bug fixes. But look, overall, I just think this is a really positive patch. And, man, we've needed some positivity after that semi-debacle of open test where we all thought that the next patch in was going to delete all of the tiers. So fingers crossed they've taken their time and taken all that feedback and had to think about things. But I'm so happy that I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting to see this positive outcome from ribbons. I thought they'd just be a little bit of bling. But as soon as I saw how many different ribbons there were and how they popped for different things, I'm really excited that it's going to be a great teaching tool for newer players, which is crackerjack. I hope you guys like this patch. I hope you're ready for a Black Prince review that's going to include super OP games. And until next time, look after yourselves and stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.